This is the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast, and I'm your host, Trudy Simmons from the Daisy Chain Group, providing platforms and opportunities for businesswomen to be seen and heard. This platform is for the women entrepreneurs that want to hear the real stories of what it takes to be yourself and run a business with all the different hats that you might have to wear. Come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses for you to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. These are the platforms to hear and share the stories of the tenacious, the rebellious, and the resilient women that are working towards the future that they build for themselves and their families. Hello and welcome to the Shine On You Crazy Daisy podcast. And today I am thrilled and excited to introduce you to Kellie Williams from At the Drop of a Hat. Kellie, thank you so much for being involved in the book and the podcast. Please tell us about your business.
Hi, Trudy. Thank you so much. I'm so excited about the book. It was fabulous to write the chapter. As you probably know, my chapter is called Paint Your Own Rainbow, and that's what I'm about, basically. So my business is called At the Drop of a Hat Limited. I set up my business in 2019. Here we are, 2.5 years later, and I've gone limited company, VAT registered. My business is now turning over 6 figures, and I get to help loads of other business women get to where they want to be in business.
What does it do, love?
So the business is virtual online support for businesses. So I have a team of virtual assistants and online business managers. We have Facebook ad strategists, Google experts, everything that you can potentially want in your business. And I build teams for people as well. So I can offer people teams of freelancers, all run under one roof, under one umbrella, to help people scale their business and get it where they want it to be.
Yeah, amazing. But what made you decide to start your own business?
A number of things, really. I've never quite fitted in wherever I've worked. I felt a little bit sort of like a square peg in a round hole, I suppose. It never really worked for me. Although I was very successful at what I used to do, I didn't quite fit properly. And I think I always knew that one day I was going to run my own business because I needed to do it. There was something in me that made me want to do it. My dad was an entrepreneur as well. So when he was diagnosed with dementia, whilst I was in my old job, whilst I was a manager of a recruitment firm. And that was one of the big driving forces towards the fact that I wanted to leave and have the flexibility in my own life to be able to support my mum with my dad's condition. Because I used to work in care recruitment, and I knew from what I'd seen before that there was going to be a lot of support needed. So for me, I'd become extremely busy in that care recruitment world, and I had an on-call phone that I had to look after and lots of staff needing me all the time. And I just decided one day, right, I've driven to the office, I put my key through the letterbox and drove home. And I phoned them and I was like, I'm really sorry, I can't come back.
I'm done.
Yeah.
It takes that, doesn't it? It does take that. One of the things that you said in the chapter is experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. What have you done with that experience, and what has that taught you?
So this is a phrase that my dad has always said to me, because me and my dad have always talked business. As I said before, he was an entrepreneur. He was a very successful businessman. But things used to go wrong occasionally. And what he used to say to me was, you have to use the feeling and use that experience to be able to move forward. And I suppose it's a bit like the whole Rocky quote as well. You know, the scene in Rocky where he's telling his boy, you know, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how many times you can get up and keep moving forward. Yeah. And this is what I tell to all the people that I mentor as well, the VAs and online business managers that I mentor, it's about how you use that feeling in every situation and think, right, hang on, let's work out a solution, let's work out a plan. And no, it hasn't gone the way we wanted it to go, but we're learning from it.
It's so important. And it's that thing where people say, oh, you failed. Yeah, I have. So proud of it. I learned so much. I'm a failure.
Absolutely. But I think that's what makes me a great mentor for the people this I'm looking after, the people who want to start their VA businesses, is that I've been there and done all the mistakes before.
Absolutely. Were you talking about your dad's condition with dementia? What do you think that's taught you about life?
Well, you can't just sit around procrastinating, can you?
Yeah. You
just never know what's going to happen. I mean, we didn't know that diagnosis was coming. We had an idea that there was something wrong, but obviously it's a big shock. Even if you've got an idea that one of your loved ones has got dementia, it's still a big shock for them and for the family around them. So it's kind of, I suppose it just showed me straight away, I can't mess about in life. I can't, I felt like I was missing out with the kids as well. I think all of that drove me to put those keys through that letterbox. And it was the best thing I ever did. I just, I don't look back and regret that at all. I look back and I think, I did that for the greater good. And now, because I've got my team around me, whenever there's a problem, I can just message my team and say, I'm out of the business, pick up. And I go and I support my mum. And there's been various times that's had to happen. And I won't go into the scenarios as to why. You can imagine what it's like when somebody's got dementia in your family and things happen. But it's so important to be able to do that.
It is, and it's that feeling of sometimes, and a lot of the stories that are in all of these Shiny Crazy Daisy books is about that pivotal moment where we suddenly realize this isn't what I want to be doing. I want to do what I want to do, but it's going to make me happy. And it in a way, it's such a shame that it takes these things to be put in our path to realize, crikey, something needs to change. But at the same time, when you come off the back end of that and go, that change was absolutely pivotal and needed for me to be doing what I love now, then it's a blessing, and it's a hard blessing.
Yeah. But for my children as well, I wish I'd done it before, because my son's 10, my daughter's 13, nearly 14, and I only made that decision 2.5 years ago. And I wish I'd done it before, because then I could have walked my daughter to school, like I'm walking my son to school now. And, I walk up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and go and get him. But I could have had so much more of that if I'd been brave enough to make that decision before.
I hope somebody's watching that thinks, that's it. This is my pivotal moment. I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
Kellie, that's amazing. If there's one lesson that you've learned that you would want every entrepreneur to know, what would it be? Be
you, be yourself. Don't be ashamed of who you are. Embrace absolutely every quirk, every little bit of weirdness about you. Embrace it and be you, because if you're starting a business, it's you that they look to. You are your brand. I've just done a live in my membership this morning about brand consistency, and they thought I was going to talk marketing speak about what should your brand look like, what should your brand message be, and I talked that, but then I said, hang on a minute, you are your brand. What do you want to put across to your ideal client? You want them to hear what you've got to say. You want them to know your vibe, your voice, what you stand for. And I asked them, what do you think of when you think of my name? And the things that they came up with nearly made me cry, because I was like, wow, that's, it's amazing.
That's a great question to ask anybody as well, to ask them, to ask people around them, because what you get back, you may not be saying about yourself, or you may not realize that's a part of your personal brand that you're putting out. is I was saying to someone the other day that people don't say, if they talk about me, they don't talk about she's a business coach, she helps people to take action. They say, gee, she's funny. You've got to spend time around her. Her energy is infectious. I want to go and rule the world after I've spoken to Trudy. And when people say things like that, I don't know that's what they're saying, but that's how I want people to feel, and that's the power of it. I love it. What's your favorite business book?
Chillpreneur.
Denise Thomas.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's just a fabulous book. And I because I'm always so busy, and I know I tell myself off for saying this, but it's true, I am quite a busy person. I read actual physical books when I'm on holiday, but when I'm not on holiday and when I'm at home and I'm working and I'm being mum, I listen to Audible. And Denise's Chillpreneur book is one that I go back to when I'm needing, when I need her, basically.
I need her.
Yeah. No. I think, I need Denise.
It's one of those books that I know I've listened to it as well. It's one of those books that you listen to or read and you think, crikey, I can change something here immediately. Because it's laid out in such an easy way of, this makes sense. Why are we working so hard? We can just chill out.
Yeah. But also Denise makes things so simple, and I'm all about simple. You know, I like things to be simple and accessible. And I've just found, like, when I tend to listen to my audiobooks when I'm walking up to school to get Thomas, my son, or when I'm doing the cleaning, I'll put an audiobook on and I'll listen to Denise. And it's almost when I need her or I need to hear something, it's literally like she's climbed into my brain and she knows what to tell me, like she knows that I need to hear it.
That's amazing. Kellie, this has been such a good chat, and thank you so much for being involved in the book and the podcast, and I can't wait to get your story out there.
Oh, it's fabulous. Thank you so much, Trudy. I'm so excited about the book. Let's make it a raving success.
Yes. Thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please like the video and click the subscribe button for this channel for more inspiration. If you're a businesswoman looking for that community that will support you and lift you up, come and join the Shine On You Crazy Daisy membership, offering online networking, co-working, collaboration, and monthly masterclasses to grow your knowledge. Go to thedaisychaingroup.com for more information. And for even more inspiration, please go to the link under the video and get your copy of the Shine On You Crazy Daisy series of books with inspirational and motivating stories from businesswomen around the world.